Hi, my name is Emmanuel Manny Garcia, and I am serving as the current president for Arquitectos. And just wanted to take the time to thank you for stopping by, for checking out our work, and also want to take the time to thank AIA National for giving us this platform, a tremendous opportunity to share our work, share our members, and share our diverse stories with all of you. So thank you very much and enjoy.
Hello, my name is Jose Espejo. I currently serve on the board of directors for Arquitectos. My introduction to the organization came while I was attending the University of Illinois at Chicago by the Vince Paglioni. What Arquitectos means to me is it's an organization that strives to help out low-income communities, like helping them in terms of like economic decisions that they can do. Also like homeowners, and also trying to provide leadership, education, mentorships. That's what Arquitectos means to me, is just a sense of like willing to help others. And the opportunities that I do get from Arquitectos is helping out people that don't realize that there is an organization that's willing to help them out, willing to like take the time and say, hey, I'm here for you. I'm not here to like make an extra dollar or anything of that nature. But also the other opportunity is to mentor other students, to make them understand that architecture is just more than just designing. It's about helping the community. And also the biggest thing that they offer opportunity-wise, encouraging everybody to become a licensed individual. And the best memory I can actually say is that Arquitectos is just a family. That is the best memory. Just the new friendships, the new people that I get to meet, and the continued relationships that I have with my friends.
Hello, bienvenidos. My name is Ricardo Sandoval. I'm an architectural designer at Sheehan Nagel Hartree Architects. I was originally introduced to the Arquitectos organization by a classmate during my undergraduate studies at the University of Illinois at Chicago. My favorite Arquitectos memory was during the Arquitectos NEIU Trio program, teaching architecture and design studios to middle school and high school students, and experiencing the joy and excitement that some students had when they realized there was a field that would allow them to explore and expand their creative and artistic talents.
My name is Angelica Perez, and I am an architect designer at Canon Design Chicago office. I was introduced, I'd like to think, to Arquitectos twice. The first time was in the first year body meeting as a student in 2015, second year undergrad at University of Illinois in Chicago, when my friend and president of the UIC chapter at the time, Amparito Martinez, invited me to the first year body meeting of the year. The second time was when I was introduced to the professional chapter at the holiday party of that year, where that was also one of my most fondest memories of Arquitectos. I was the first person in my family to pursue architecture, so to me, it was a very daunting profession. And it was just that, very daunting and a bit cold. But because of that holiday party, and since then a lot of the other fun events that we've had, it breaks down the stereotype that architecture is cold. Because not only is it a profession, but rather it's a community. And it's where I also was able to make connections that I still have to this day, and am able to foster and hopefully grow.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Manuel Estrada. I am the Director of New Product Development and Building Code Compliance for Clark Dietrich Building Systems. My introduction to Arquitectos came by a longtime advocate and member, Ivan Sanchez, when I was the president of the student chapter of NOMAS at Urbana-Champaign. Ivan, who in turn connected me with many of the Arquitectos resources in Chicago at a national level. And it was at an Arquitectos holiday party that I met my first boss at USG, I ended up staying at that company for 15 years. Some of my most fond memories are the gatherings. For example, the bowling events. There are so many stories that I can't even start to list them all. But above all, the collaboration connection with many professionals that share the same philosophy as I do. The vision, values. It is motivating to see, inspirational to observe, and makes me move to take action, make every day better, and to face it with pride and passion. That is why I have so much love and respect for Arquitectos.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Manny Garcia, and I am serving as Arquitectos President from 2022 to 2024. I am a project architect with Wheeler Kearns Architects here in Chicago. Jose Espejo is actually the person that introduced me to Arquitectos. He was serving on a community review board for one of our commercial projects. And we were doing an all right job, so he decided to invite us to a bowling fundraiser, and it was really fun. We enjoyed our time, and I got to meet a whole lot of great people that put it all together. So I asked them how it is that I could become more involved, and I've been here ever since. So Arquitectos has provided me with all sorts of opportunities. I've developed my leadership skills, my communication skills. My network has grown. I've gained confidence in seeing small ideas turn into large projects that help fund the scholarships and operations and programming for the following year. So Arquitectos has provided me with a whole lot, and I just hope to return the favor.
Hi, my name is Oscar Guzman. I'm an ARC 1 here at FGMA Architects. I was first introduced with Arquitectos when I was a freshman at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I was firstly introduced by one of my close colleagues. Her name is Amparito. She was the current president at the time for the student chapter. So I was introduced very early on in my college career. And then from there on, I eventually became part of the student chapter board, to where from there on I went to connect and build great relationships with the professional chapter, something I'm very, very grateful and proud of. Some of the opportunities that Arquitectos has provided for me, not only as a student but as a young emerging professional, has been able to connect with a lot of professionals that eventually led to summer internships. One of them was being with Jose Pareja and his firm, JP Architects. Through there was a lot of mentorship, a lot of professional development, something that I think has carried on very well in my career. And it's all been possible with the hardworking members, the very passionate professionals that are part of Arquitectos, and because of them, our organization has grown tremendously in the last couple years. I want to give a special thank you to AIA Chicago for their continued support with our Arquitectos organization.
My name is Patricia Agrela, and I work as a senior architect for Skidmore, Owings & Merritt. I was introduced to Arquitectos through SOM. Indiria Sanchez was the person who brought me into this group. I was involved in all the initiatives and all the work done by Arquitectos. The moment that was really special to me was the holiday outing, because that was the first moment where I get to see all the community and get to meet old friends, new friends, and this was very important. Another thing that happened the same day was there was awards given to students, and you could see in their faces how this moment was making a difference in their career and their lives. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Allison Tunantalo. I'm an Associate 3 at Klein Hoffman based here in Chicago, Illinois. What I do within our firm is building enclosure consultant, historic preservation consultant, restoration architect. I kind of fit different hats within our firm. We do a lot of investigative work. We work with clients trying to teach them what's going on with their existing buildings and how we can appropriately repair them. You kind of like a spider monkey. You climb on the side of the building, you get to see how buildings are aging over time and working with them, whether they're more modern or actually vintage or landmark properties. When I was involved with Arquitectos was probably a couple of years back, around 2016, when I started getting involved with Landmarks Illinois. What's great about this group and what it means to me is just that support, professional support. My growth as a professional in this industry, as well as learning what it is to take to become an architect here and across the U.S. And just seeing Arquitectos' involvement with the community, trying to show support, trying to do professional development, educating younger generations about what our profession is, and just having that familia, just the family support is the greatest thing that I really appreciate from this organization.
My name is Carlos Ledesma. I'm a project manager for Focal Point Lighting. We're an architectural lighting manufacturer here based out of Chicago, providing lights and lighting all over the country and I think the world. I was introduced to Arquitectos soon after graduating from architecture school at the University of Illinois down in Champaign. I worked for a couple different firms as an intern out of school, Studio ARQ and Studio Villanueva. Both of the firm principals were involved with Arquitectos at one point or another, and so through them I got involved with the organization as initially as secretary and then eventually now as treasurer. To me, Arquitectos is an opportunity to give back to the community, an opportunity to support the younger generations, and an opportunity to better the professional experience overall for Latinos and minorities and all others as a part of our community. For me, it's given me the opportunity to meet professionals from all different walks of life, to participate in programs and collaborate with organizations that I wouldn't otherwise be able to collaborate with. One of my favorite memories, or I guess all of my favorite memories from Arquitectos are related to our fundraising events. We host a fundraising event every year and just gives the opportunity for friends and families and supporters, both at the organizational level, professional level, down to the individual, to come and enjoy and have a good time, laugh and just relax after a stressful year.
I'm Rebecca Fernandez, Public Affairs Specialty Bilingual with the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. Arquitectos provide me the opportunity to develop skills and leadership, and gave me the opportunity to bring my experience working with non-for-profit for the Latino community. Thank you, Arquitectos, for that opportunity.
Hi, my name is Fabiola Yap, and I am a project architect at Willard Kearns Architects. I first heard about Arquitectos about 5 years ago when I was first moving into the city, and I was just very eager to find more people within the architecture field that shared a similar background to myself. So I kind of just found them online and I showed up at their annual meeting. Arquitectos, to me, means extended family. I feel like we're that typical Hispanic Latin family that is just always ready to take care of each other. I feel like no matter when or what it's about, I can always reach out to anybody within the Arquitectos community, and they're always eager to help, whether it is about professional advice or personal advice, or to share recommendations, or even just to kick back and share a couple of beers. I think that we are a community that loves sharing our success and our struggles together, but most of all, we like sharing our solutions, and we're just ready to take care of each other. We're ready. We want to make sure that we are marching forward together as we are figuring our own stuff out. I feel like, to me, that's what it feels to be part of this community.
My name is Emilio Padilla. I'm a licensed architect and project principal at JGMA. I was first introduced to Arquitectos back when I was an architecture student at UIC. I was trying to find my way and looking for guidance on how to navigate through college. I was a first generation, and really first in my family later to graduate from college. So I was trying to look for advice, and there was a man by the name of Vince Paglioni, who at that time was the Dean of Architecture at UIC, and would later become a really good friend of mine and mentor, and someone who was very passionate about the organization, huge advocate, just believed in the mission and everything that it stood for. And a lot of that I learned was because he had a similar story to all of us, right? It's that same immigrant story that our families have gone through. And here's this group of professionals trying to navigate their way through an industry, and also trying to maintain that sense of identity and culture. So Vince really instilled that in me, and I quickly gravitated and became part of the organization, was on the board in the student chapter, then became president of the professional chapter. I've met so many great people along the way. I'm forever grateful for all the memories that I've had, and I will continue to create with everyone that I've met throughout my career. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Fregoso, and I'm a member of Arquitectos. I'm currently secretary serving on the executive board for Arquitectos. I'm also principal at GRAC Architects. Both organizations came to me through Alphonse G. Guajardo. Alphonse was a founding member of Arquitectos as well as the founder of GRAC Architects back when it was formerly known as Guajardo and Associates. I joined the organization when I was a student, and I have maintained a involvement with the organization throughout. I have seen the organization grow and provide more programs and exposure to both students and young professionals. And that is because our network of professionals has continued to grow. Those of us who were students are now members, and we are able to provide exposure and assistance to our younger partners who are coming up in the profession. I encourage you to learn more and consider joining the organization and lending your support. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Fabian Perez, currently studying for my bachelor's degree in architecture at UIC in Chicago. I was first introduced to Arquitectos by an event at the School of Architecture that allowed every architecture organization to present themselves. It was there that I learned about the undergrad student chapter of Arquitectos. I admired that it was an AU with opportunities for professional development. What Arquitectos means to me is that it serves as a great aid in my education and professional development. I came into the first semester in architecture nervous and anxious about the new stuff we were learning and what my future may hold. But by attending tutorials and volunteering events, I gained more self-confidence and more knowledgeable in the field of architecture. What's great about the organization is that the community at Arquitectos is kind and welcoming to new members.
Hola, mi nombre es Sharon Aurelio. I am the mixed-use strategist and marketing for Nelson Worldwide. I have been involved in Arquitectos since 2005. I started off as a student, and I've been involved on and off ever since, whenever I've been in Chicago. I was introduced through Arquitectos as a student, as I said, but it was more of there is this group of Latinos, Latinx, Hispanic, however you want to call it, architects that are willing to mentor you and sort of have chats with you, look at your portfolio, have you engage in this bigger community. And I think as a student, that is that one place that you find that you truly resonate with, makes an impact in your life and long-term career as well. So that was super interesting to me. And I think that is exactly what Arquitectos means to me, that hub of not just professionals, because they become like your extended family, honestly. And they're just there to support you, to help you in your career, to encourage you to keep growing, to really be there for you in the long term or short term, whichever one you want to take it as. opportunities that have come my way because of Arquitectos. I think just in general, being part of this organization that really makes an impact or tries to be there for you whenever you don't even think that they can be there for you, they somehow find a way to be there. I think it's very powerful. I have very, you don't find professionals, you find friends. I don't think I have one specific Arquitectos memory. I think there have been several of them, but if I can sum it up in, I know that they're there for me no matter what, I think that's a lot to say. I love my Arquitectos family. I look forward to continue being part of this organization, and I'm super excited that they're finally getting the spot that they deserve. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cristina Gallo, and I am the co-founder and principal of VIA Chicago Architects and Diseñadores, and I am also a proud co-vice president of Arquitectos this year in 2022. I first heard of Arquitectos through friends of friends, but I remember the first time that I ever attended an event. I believe it was the Christmas party in 2018, and I was shy and didn't know a lot of the Latin and Hispanic architecture community in Chicago, and I remember being fully embraced by everyone in Arquitectos then, met a lot of fantastic people that I'm friends with today, and I'm just so proud of leading as part of the board of this organization and trying to spread our mission and encourage other Latino and Hispanic architects to join us so we can provide mentorship and just be there to support one another.
Hi, my name is Engidia Sanchez, Director of Arquitectos, the Society of Hispanic Professional Architects. I am past president from 20 to 2022. This group has been providing diverse programming and a path through licensure since the early 90s. Thank you everyone at AIA National for supporting us as we continue to grow this wonderful organization and how we can continue to contribute to our industry and progress it together. Thank you.